How the devil are you guys? It's Robidon and this is a quick news and ramble video. Fallout 4 Frost is on the way. Now you're thinking, what the hell is Fallout 4 Frost? Or should I just call it Fallout Frost? Yes, what the hell is that? Well, New Vegas had a mod called Fallout Dust, and this is the predecessor to Fallout 4 Frost. Now, in Fallout New Vegas Dust, it's set 20 years after the main game. The tunnelers have destroyed the Mojave. Vegas has turned into a nuclear hellhole full of zombies and people living in sewers. The NCR and the Brotherhood are the only surviving remnants after their war, and the Legion dissolved into tribes. There's cannibals everywhere, and you pretty much get the idea. It's a survival mod. There's little bits of the history found here and there in little notes, and it builds up the lore of what happened in the 20 years since the end of the main game. And that is New Vegas Dust. It is a survival sim, and you've got to find your way out. Now I believe there's about 4 or 5 ways to escape. In the end, I chose something down near the bottom of the map. Now, Frost. What is Frost in relation to Dust? Well, it's the Fallout 4 version. Except we're going backwards in time. It's still set in Boston, but it's going to be a prequel. Yes, it's not set after the events of Fallout 4. It is set about 5 to 10 years after the Great War. So what does this mean? Well, obviously we're going to have no Brotherhood, because even though they established themselves just before the Great War, they're going to still be on the East Coast in the Mariposa base, so they're not going to be in Boston. There's going to be no Minutemen, obviously, because the wars have literally just happened. We may see the beginnings of them, who knows? The same with the Institute. They're not going to exist properly. We might spot the initial survivors under MIT, who knows? And of course, if there's no Institute, there's no Railroad, because they were spawned because of the Institute and the Synths. However, what else can we expect from it being set in the past? Well, any survivors that talk to us should remember being US citizens, because it's only 5-10 years since the bombs fell. If they're only in the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, they're going to remember life before the bombs. We're going to see the first stages of ghoulification probably. And the name suggests, Frost, that no longer will you have to wonder what patrolling the Mojave makes you wish for a nuclear winter. You don't have to wonder what that is anymore. We're probably going to see a lot more snow. We're going to see the effects of a nuclear winter, I would imagine. So, that leaves me with 2 last things I can say about Frost. I'm looking forward to seeing how the Fallout 4 survival mode mixes in with Frost, and I'm looking forward to seeing how the settlement mode mixes in with Frost. Will you still be able to attract survivors and build new settlements in Frost? I would imagine, with the amount of people who downloaded mods like Wasteland Defense for Fallout Dust, that the creator is looking into settlement mode for Frost. All in all I can say is it's just another damn mod, another game for me to play and find time to fit on my channel. I don't know how I'm going to do that with a child virtually right on the horizon, but I will, somewhere. So until then, this is Robidon. Robbie Got.